Good morning, children. In the previous class, we have seen the plant hormones. 3 hormones: axins, cytokinins, and gibberellins. I said axin help in growth of the tip, cytokinins for the cell division, and gibberellin for the development of the internode. Now we have to go for other two hormone, that is abscisic acid and ethylene. We'll go. What are the important things we'll see now? Abscisic acid is otherwise known as ABA hormone. Abscisic acid is otherwise known as ABA hormone. It is the growth inhibitor that we have seen already. First 3 plant growth. It helps the plant growth. Next 2 inhibit the plant growth. Inhibit means that is internal organs, that is cell organelles. They help to grow the cell organelles of the plant. Abscisic acid, otherwise known as what? ABA. So it regulates the abscission period and dormancy. Dormancy, sleeping period. How we have in the night? How we used to sleep in the night time? No. Some of the plants, even the time comes also, they cannot give the flowers, fruits like that. So they are in the sleeping condition. So that means what? They have stunted growth, some growth lagged. So in these conditions, for these plants, we have to use abscisic acid, and abscisic acid clear the dormancy period of the plants, and the plants started to grow after applying the abscisic acid. It avoids the stress of the plants also. That's why it's known as stress hormone. Abscisic acid is otherwise known as stress. We have stress, the same like plants also have stress and other thing. That is a natural disasters. They are known as stress. In those periods, this hormone helps the plants to withstand, because it helps in the stress period. This hormone is otherwise known as stress hormone. Which hormone is known as stress hormone? Abscisic acid is known as stress hormone. And where it can see means you can found in the chloroplast of the plant. Chloroplast, which gives the green color to the plant. So almost throughout the plant we can see the green color except root. So this abscisic acid can present in all the parts of the chloroplast. So the entire plants you can see abscisic acid. So it is known as, and during water stress and drought condition, that abscisic acid makes the stomata to closure. So stomata opening condition it will be So it is always opening, means there is a lot of water evaporated and plants become withered. So just to avoid that, in the climatic condition, the drought condition or else heavy rain conditions, the stomatas will be closed automatically. Stomatas are the small opening which makes the plants to help in the transpiration, that is excess of water is evaporated. The rainy season, in the rainy season, it is closed and not sending the water. The summer season, it evaporates the water. So this process can be carried over by abscission. That stomata closure is carried over by abscisic acid. It promotes senescence of the leaves by causing loss of chlorophyll. Plants may lose the chlorophyll So to avoid the loss of chlorophyll, when we have become aged, our black hair becomes white. Like that, plants also, when they become aged, the leaves become what? Colorless. So by using abscisic acid, we can make the plants to withstand. They do not lose the chlorophyll. They can remain the chlorophyll as it is. Chlorophyll is very important part for producing thing. It induces the dormancy period. Dormancy period means what? Sometimes we can see the buds only in the plant. We cannot see the flower. That is the dormancy period. That bud, it doesn't have proper sting to develop into the flower. So by using abscisic acid, we can give the stamina and the bud started to develop into a flower. So what are the functions of the abscisic acid? It is known as stress hormone. It helps in stomatal closure during the climatic condition. It helps to produce the fruits, leaves, flowers, and it helps to avoid the chlorophyll loss. It helps to the birds to come out from the dormancy period, and it helps to the lateral bud growth also. That bud means what? That small stage of the flower that can be developed by abscisic acid. Clear, children? Now we have to go for next hormone, that is ethylene. Ethylene, this is mainly to ripen the fruits. So the fruits in the beginning they will be somewhat raw only. They are not well ripe fruits. The fruits are well ripe by using ethylene. By using ethylene, we can make the raw material into the ripe one. You understand what I said? That becomes fruit because of ethylene. So it is known as gaseous plant hormone. Abscissic acid is known as stress hormone. This is known as gaseous plant hormone. It mainly concerned with the maturation and ripening of the fruit. Mainly, that is the young stage ripened fruits are matured fruits like that. It's a function of that. So what are the effects of the physiological thing? It helps to ripening the fruits. What are the fruits ripened by this? Tomato, apple, mango, banana, this and all. And it inhibits and the elongation of the root and stem. It helps to formation abscission zone on the leaves, flowers and everything. It helps to breaks the dormancy. Dormancy, sleeping period, I say. Clear, children? So we have seen hormone is a chemical substance which helps the plant to do the physiological activity. So how many hormones in the plants? 5 hormones. What are the 5 hormones? Auxin, cytokinins, gibberellin, abscisic acid, ethylene. In these first 3 are known as plant growther, plant developer, that is externally, that is root, stem as well as leaves, buds, they can be developed. And the next one is abscisic acid and ethylene, they are internal growth of the plant. In this abscisic acid is known as stress hormone. It helps the plant to withstand in all the climatic conditions. And ethylene, it is mainly for the maturation and ripening of the fruits. It is otherwise known as gaseous hormone. Clear? Any doubt in this? Anyway, no need to worry about whatever it may be. Either it's you got doubt in science, social, Tamil, English, maths, grammar, whatever it may be. We have a chance to the next week to have a direct contact. So we will clear the thing. So especially in English, we have to go for the grammar only after the school reopens. Clear, children? Now we have to go for animal hormone. I think you don't have any doubt regarding plant hormone. Shall we go to animal hormone? Animal as well as human being, both are same only. Now we have to see animal hormones. The plants we have seen 5 hormones. The same like in animals we have seen mainly thyroid, that is glands, endocrine glands. And the endocrine glands only, they secrete the hormone. Now in animal we have to see endocrine glands. What are the glands here? And we have 2 kinds of glands. One is endocrine, other one is exocrine. Exocrine. They are known as, endocrine is known as this is ductless. So what's the difference between endo and exo? Exo means it can present outside. There is no duct. For example, if water, we are getting by a switch on the motor. So the water comes through the pipe. Then when you are opening the tap, water will come out. So here the water will come out through the pipe only. So proper process, the hormones are secreted, that is known as duct glands. And some other thing directly they can secrete from any particular part of the body, that is known as ductless. We have 2 kinds of glands, exocrine as well as endocrine. So what's the difference between endocrine? It is ductless glands. Exocrine, it is duct. It has duct. It has duct. Clear? Now we have to see what are the glands here. We have nearly important glands are only 5. That is, first one is pituitary gland. Next one is thyroid gland. The thyroid only we have subdivisions, parathyroid, and the third one is pancreas, otherwise known as islet of Langerhans. Fourth one is adrenal gland. And fifth one is gonads. The fifth one only we can have a subdivision, that is thymus gland. Let us see in detail how these glands affected our body. So, endocrine glands, it has two kinds of glands, I said, endo, exo. What's the difference between both the glands? Endocrine glands are known as ductless gland, ductless. Exocrine, they have duct glands, clear? So, we have to see endocrine glands only. So, what are the endocrine glands? Pituitary, thyroid as a subdivision, parathyroid, pancreas, otherwise known as islet of Langerhans, because both are present in that. It is endocrine as well as exocrine gland. So this is dual gland. Which is the dual gland means pancreas is known as dual gland, because pancreas is endocrine gland, that islet of Langerhans is exocrine gland. Clear? Next one, adrenal gland, gonads, that is male and female 6 gonads are the thymus gland. So let us see detail. What is pituitary glands? What are the parts? Pituitary is known as master of all the glands. Pituitary is known as master of all glands because all the other glands are under the control of pituitary. So pituitary is known as master of all glands. You should know the other thing also. What are the other names of that? One word answers. Master of all glands. Next one, thyroid. It is a personality hormone. It gives a personality to us. And pancreas, it is known as organ of emergency. It is dual gland. Adrenal gland only, organ of emergency. Gonads, you know, that is testes and ovaries. Testes for male, ovaries female. So take the book, Pituitary Gland, that is otherwise known as hypophysis. It is like P shape. P, you know, that is Patani. Small thing, it can see in the cerebrum of the human being. Where is cerebrum? In the brain. The brain is the biggest part, as we have studied already. Cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla oblongata, this and all present in the brain. The brain in the corner, that is the cerebrum hemisphere in the corner, you can see a small type of P shape only it is. It is known as what? Pituitary gland. Though it is very small, it has 6 hormones. Nearly 8 hormones are secreted by the. It has 2 divisions, that is adenohypophysis and neurohypophysis. Adenohypophysis, this is in the front. Neurohypophysis, back. It's a small hormone, a small gland only. But how many hormones it secreted? 6 hormones. All these 6 hormones control other glands. So it is known as master of all glands. So take your books in hand now take down. So pituitary gland, where it is present, you see, in the cortex of the cerebrum. It has 2 parts. One is, so we have to see now pituitary gland. Pituitary. Clear? It has 2 parts. I said what are the 2 parts? Adenohypophysis adenohypophysis and neurohypophysis. First we'll say adenohypophysis. So how many organs are there? Here in between you just next page number 233 in the second paragraph, second line you note down. It regulates and controls other endocrine gland. It is called as master gland. Which is called as master gland? Pituitary is called as master gland. Okay, so adenohypophysis, what are the parts present in that? Adenohypophysis, it has 6 hormones. First one is growth hormone. Pituitary, it secretes growth hormone. On seeing the name itself, you know it develops the body development, growth hormone. First one, we can shortly say has to remember GH, growth hormone. Next one is thyroid stimulating hormone. Thyroid stimulating hormone, that is THS. The third one is Adrenocorticotropic hormone, and the fourth one is gonadotrophic hormone, and last one is prolactin. So pituitary gland, I said it has 2 parts, adenohypophysis and neurohypophysis. Adenohypophysis, it secretes how many hormones? 5 hormones. It is the growth hormone. That means what? It gives the growth to us. And thyroid stimulating hormone, thyroid, TCH. See here, what is the thyroid gland, I said. So by pituitary secrete this hormone. So thyroid is under the control of pituitary gland. Next one is adrenocorticotropic hormone. This is adrenal gland is controlled by gonads hormone and prolactin hormone. All these hormone entire. By saying this we know, and saying the name itself, this is the master of all the glands. And in this side we have seen means pituitary and neurohypophysis. We can see 2 more. The 2 more we will see in the next class. So here we will see. So because this pituitary gland properly, it has to secrete the hormone properly. If it is not secrete properly, what are the defects of us? We have dwarfism, gigantism, acromegaly. So what is dwarfism? That is, if you see some people, they may not grow tall, they may not grow short also in middle. They got the face, swollen face like that. We have the symptoms. So such persons are known as dwarfism because pituitary is not secreted properly, pituitary hormone. Gigantism, some people you see very tall they are. So abnormal growth. So this is gigantism. So if it secretes more, gigantism. If it secretes less than the normal, they have dwarfism. And acromegaly, they got only the face, only big face, or legs alone, neck is a big leg like giraffe. This kind of symptom we have seen mean that is acromegaly. What are the defects of the pituitary gland? Dwarfism, gigantism and acromegaly. And we have to see what are the hormones secreted by neurohypophysis. We will continue in the next class. Thank you, children.